can't believe it, it's that time again. We are back! So, I've got a little bit of a shed tonight. Not a shed that you put your tools in the garden. A shed as in short for schedule, which is the fancy way of saying schedule. Which is, tonight is going to be all about retrospection. It's going to be, it is obviously going to be about Budje. We're going to be getting to Budje's area, but we've got to remember that tonight is the last night of the 2-week challenge at large, and I think there is well, not only is there no better time, there is no other time to look back at what has been. And so we're going to be taking, for our first feature of the night, we're going to be taking a rather slow stroll from start to finish through Bella Brava on guest level. What an insane ride, yes indeed. And also we will be looking back at the short, silly little videos that have told the story of this. It was once just a sort of neither here nor there nature park attached to a village, and now it is, we can confidently say, a zoo, a world-class zoo at that. Gather some tissues, please do. Because I mean, obviously I understand that, as well as the fact that it's just nice to look back at things, there's going to be people with us who didn't see the start of the 2-week challenge. You know, this started long before the launch of Planko 2, which precipitated us meeting many new friends, like Jamel, for example. So people who understandably haven't seen this tale from the very beginning. So I think without further ado, which is obviously not the phrase at all, because it's ado, we're going to be starting deep in the heart of the actual town, which ironically was one of the last things to be built. You join us now poolside at the hotel in Bella Brava, which Winder, in fact pretty much all of the town of Bella Brava was lovingly made by Winder kind of in the closing stages, in the penultimate stage, just before Budje took us to the finish line. And Winder, God bless him, I think he built this particular hotel with a little bit of Planet Coaster 2 excitement running through his veins, because it's very, very pool-centric. It's very much got that Mediterranean mini water park vibes. And I think it's fair to say that this build kind of dragged Winder out of a very understandable slump, which, to be fair, I've very much experienced myself in recent times, where Planet Coaster, you know, we played it for years and years and years and years. It's hard after a while to continuously get excited about it. So I've always been quite glad that Winder ended up getting landed with this project of glossing up the town a bit, because it shook him out of his comfort zone a little bit. And boy howdy, it got him building some absolute quality stuff. Can I check him? 2 weeks, gladly. I think that's got to be the minimum stay, really, isn't it? I think he was a little bit inspired by Mr. Foxpants for this wonderful train. Again, comes with a little plug, but we're all friends now. This is totally above board. It is, of course, a train that goes directly to the Winderland Resort. Fair play. You know what? It's all good business, is what it is. It's all very, very good business. I think this little eatery as well. Very, very cute. Very cute. We're going to go dockside over here. Maybe in fact through this lovely little market. Very authentic. Bella Buono, yes indeed. This is our ferry arrival point. Of course, eagle-eyed of you will know that Bella Brava is pretty much surrounded by rather impassable Italian Alps. But what it does have is a water route that leads it to the outside world. The rest of the Alps. As you can see, boats coming to and from. Each of them named, I might add, to a contributor to the park. Anyway, if you are coming from maybe Lake Como, or Lake Alpensee, or whatever the ones in Switzerland are, or whatever, you can get there by water. What did I use? I actually have no idea. It doesn't even tell me Budje. It just says, this park now contains DLC that you do not own. You may play it, but you cannot save. And it's like, okay. Lago Maggiore. Thank you, Bear. Perfect. Very authentic. So thank you. Winder provided 2 so far. routes of entry into Bella Brava from the surrounding area. The town really is looking really lovely. You know what, Budje? I genuinely don't know. There is so much Planet Zoo DLC that I can't even remember which ones I don't have. I have most of them thanks to the very kind donations of Fuero, Yarrow, and Kayara. I also bought some myself, but there's clearly some that I don't have. That, of course, brings us on to route of entry number 3. And this was another area where I think it's fair to say Winder did a little bit of cooking. He got in the kitchen, he put on his chef's apron, his big silly ratatouille hat, and he got cooking. Do I own the latest DLC? Okay, there's definitely some that I don't have, Kaz, though, so I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. To be honest, at this point, it actually doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. That's why I didn't do anything about it. It literally doesn't affect anything. So that is all good. It's, of course, got a tuk-tuk. Be weird to not have one, I think it's fair to say. A lovely circular roof that, if I had done this for a collaborative project with Winder, and I have, he would kill me, and he did. I drove one, he did. So I'm the only one that has the latest save of Bella Brava. You are. Well, no, I mean, I've got it. I just can't save it again. You own it because you Fitbit it for me. You sure did. It's almost impossible to keep up the Zoo DLC. Yeah, there are very, very many. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it, because if that was Planet Coaster, I'd be buying them all. It just happens to be that I don't really like Planet Zoo, you know? But so it goes. A lovely multi-story. Zenzi! Hello, you. A superb multi-story from Winder. Love the mix of metal and wood. Very, very believable stuff. And classy. A very classy multi-story car park nestled in the woods. Jolly, jolly good. I particularly like this, like, glassy. I mean, you'd cook in here. You'd absolutely cook. It's a greenhouse, but you know what? The Italians are used to it. Very nice car park. It sure is. Oh, Zenzi, good score. But that brings us, if we're walking from our car parking spot down here, that brings us to the start of Bella Brava. Now, cast your minds up. Cast your minds up. Cast your minds back, if you can, to those heady days at the start of this project. How long ago was it, Winder? You're better remembering dates and stuff than me. I mean, you know me in the memory hole. How long has it been? 5 months? 6 months? It's been time. It's been plenty of time. And this was a very, very different landscape indeed. And it wasn't even a zoo. It wasn't even a zoo. It was a nature park that was birthed in controversy. Controversy of the highest order, because it was a very different time. Winderland and the Goodnice Corporation, we were not friends back then. 5 months back, I thought so. We were not friends back then, were we, Winder? I'm glad that we've buried the hatchet now, but this started with a big old conflict. The thing that kicked it off, I'm not even going to cast any accusations, any assertions whatsoever. There was an incident, okay? There was an incident at a wildlife park. A truck got overturned. Some wolves got out. Some deer got in the way of some wolves. Shall we say that much? I'll tell you what. Please view this as purely a historical document when I show you what the Bertie Fernsworth News Network had to say about that cataclysmic, era-defining event.
Hello, this is Bertie Fernsworth of Bertie Fernsworth News, and there have been shocking developments in the Winderland and Winder Zoo situation. After the wolves had devoured the poor deer, Winderland has issued a statement basically blaming everybody but themselves. They certainly don't want to take any responsibility for whatever they did. They blamed everything on a scapegoat, And in further news, we heard that Mr. Rallymatap has been fired from Winter Corporation, totally not related to whoever drove the truck. Now, Mr. Rallymatap has found new accommodations at the Goodnice, and as I have heard, has been taken care of, and is very well at the moment. That's not something we could say for the deer. Most of them who are now in hospital under medical care. It's just to see what is going to happen to them.
Bertie, rehearse your lines, mate.
They have nothing to return to because Winterland Zoo has been cancelled. Another blamage by Wintercorp. This was Bertie Fernsworth with Bertie Fernsworth News.
You heard the man. Another blancmange. Another blancmange for the Winterland Corporation. I'm not entirely sure what that really means. But superb work from Mr. Bertie. Didn't quite rehearse his lines there, did Bertie? He did it off the cuff. But I'm sure you got the idea. But that led, of course, to the zoo being handed over to the Goodnice hands. And the first contracted builder was Mr. Fuero himself. Not affiliated to Bertie Fernsworth. They're two separate guys. A lot of people get that mixed up. And I asked for a very, very simple start to this zoo. I wanted some kind of European area, familiar surroundings, familiar biome, familiar animals. And I'm happy to say that what deer could be saved now live in very happy surroundings indeed. They're looking pretty stunning right now, to be fair. They're looking rather healthy. Look at this young buck. Here is a lovely Italian Renaissance style staff room that I was particularly happy with for Fuero. And our first petting zoo area. Now, they might not call them petting zoos in this. I don't know. They call them like interactive zones or something like that. I don't know. Interactive habitats. It's our goats that now live in the shadow of that fateful lorry that overturned that one day. I guess the moral of the story is more than anything. I mean, we can talk a lot about spilling beans and, you know, tep this, tep that. I think probably don't put wolves on lorries. Isn't that kind of number one? I think regardless of who's driving it and whether or not they've got tins of beans in the driver's seat, probably don't be putting wolves on lorry. I don't know. Especially not crappy little. I mean, that looks like a Fiat. That's not even a Renault, you know? I don't know. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. Wolves are meant to be shipped by. Thank you, Relly. Thank you, Relly. And I think, if I understand helicopters correctly, there's no, like, just pedal that you can get a tin of beans stuck under in those. So, it would be much safer. We're in Italy. Fiats is all we got. Yeah, indeed. Badgers. We've got some badgers who are one of the many creatures in Planet Zoo that are overly obsessed with bodies of water. But lovely little customers. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Don't think that would ever happen. A badger sleeping in the midday sun. I think that might be the first time in history. Ja, pierdolę, skunks! No, badgers. Badgers. Yeah, never mind. It's okay. Close enough. Close enough. What did Fuero give us here? Is this, oh, salamander. What about over here? Testudo Hermanni. Herman's tortoise. Yes! You don't hide from me. Love me! Didn't Fuero do well, everybody? And then I believe this is the final habitat from Mr. Fuero. And it is our wolves. That's how kind we are at the Goodnice. Even the wolves, which went on a bloody rampage, were not destroyed. They were preserved. Preserved for future generations to stare at through plexiglass. And they are beauties, to be fair. Absolute stunners. Anything I don't like about these? Sometimes they just won't shut up. Planet Zoo players, what's the deal? The wolves, I mean, like, they're being good now, but sometimes, oh my god, and you can hear them from like a mile away. And they're just all a-wooing. Just a-woo, 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 a-woo. Drives me up the freaking wall. That, of course, brings us to the end of our first area. That brings us to our second area, which was, of course, manned by Yarrow. Jesus Christ, this city has turned to shit. I mean, you come here looking for a bit of Rembrandt and a bike ride, and all you get is British people smoking very weird smelling cigarettes. No, no, young lady, no, thank you. I'm quite alright. Yes, I'm sure you're very buxom. No, I'm quite alright. Excuse me, garçon. Allez-vous, s'il vous plaît. I'm looking for a man in the party of Cockwaddle. His name's Fuero. No, you would know him. He's Dutch. He's tall. Yeah, alright, okay. It's fine, I'll call him. Weird language. Fuero, it's me. Yes, I'm here, I'm in the Netherlands. Amsterdam, whatever. Eindhoven? What the fuck even is that? I literally don't know what that word means. Yes, I'm here to discuss the zoo. We need to get a plan together. We need to get this done like now. You would not believe it, but the Italian has turned to a right workhorse. What? Oh, for God's sake, mate, this is really getting old. Oh, I've got to spend time with Firefly. Oh, I've got kids. It's time to grow up, mate. Yep. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I know you get bullied for being tall. The grow-up jokes are getting old. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to come down to wherever you are. I'm going to get a train to North Brabant, and we're going to sort this out. Okay? Alright. Alright, mate. I love you too. That guy. Fuero, yes, I finally made it, despite your lousy directions. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful here. Are you coming? I have had non-stop voicemails from the Italian on the way here. Believe me, it has been mamma mia this, vaffanculo cucuzza that. What? Why not? Ah, Bertie Fernsworth stuck in a fridge? Fair enough. Go help that guy, I love him. Well, in that case, I need you to sort me out, because we are 2 days behind schedule because of me, and this is now your problem, so who are you sending to take over? Ah, you've got someone even more Dutch. And he's taller. Well, then who is... Oh my god. And there it was, the big reveal for the biggest man. When it was revealed that we'd be having Mr. Yarrow take the reins, and take the reins he did, with style. Oh, that was a cracker, that one. I really enjoyed that one. And he gave us, I mean, he took on a hell of a job as well, because he had to give us a South American area. I mean, I took a hell of a jump there, going from European to South American. Don't really know what possessed me to give him that. Not a smooth transition, but he did it bloody well. And that, of course, started with our first aquatic animal, which was the Magellan penguin. If the game tells you that they're African penguins, don't listen. The game doesn't know what it's talking about. These are clearly Magellan penguins from Argentina. Little cuties as well. Look at these little suckers. Oh, he thinks he's tall. He thinks he's Dutch. Curva, penguin. Beauties. Absolute beauties. Lovely, rocky habitat, but something I really want to draw attention to is this waterfall. And these kind of waterfalls are going to be a bit of a running theme throughout Bella Brava at large. Something that many of the builders did very, very, very well with. I bet it was, Yarrow. But you did magnificently. We're going to go to the left first. And that is going to take us into our snake house, which has some really interesting features with it. I love this ceiling-high water tank, which, if I had been kind enough to give Yarrow more animal slots, we would imagine is filled with vibrant fish. And this is the first of 2 petting zoos that Yarrow had under his charge. The first being the armadillos. 2 lovely little champs. I think that I would say that I would hedge a bet that there is no zoo on Earth. What are you doing, mate? No other zoo on Earth that would be so kind as to let you go right up to an armadillo and let you just walk around in its habitat. So I think Bella Brava definitely has a world first with that one. Look at them go! Just scurrying all over the place. I don't know where they've got to be in life. They've got no meetings to attend, but they do. They like to just scamper around like the world's on ready fire. Feel petting an armadillo would be weird. No, it'd be good. Don't tell Shammy that, Bear. It's like her dream. Secondly, if you want the sort of other end of the spectrum, those are the cutie patooties. These are the ones that spit in your face. They do like to scoot, Mikey. It's very true. I remember I had to film for absolutely ages until I finally saw the alpacas actually spitting on the guests. But it is extremely funny. Which was the Bugs Bite restaurant. This clever thing about the Bugs Bite restaurant is that it's something that actually got better as the park went on, because it's a lovely little indoor eatery, 2 different places that you can order from, but they all look the same. I think alpacas are meant to be furrier, but I sincerely can't remember what it is in Napoleon Dynamite, as much as I love that film. The real glory of this eatery is the fact that you can stand at this vista point and look down at one of the best views relating to any build project that I've been involved with. Absolutely beautiful view of Bella Brava next to the water. Incredible vista, and as I say, only improved when Winder added to it. And yeah, indeed, little hint for later, Budje's area, Chinese pagoda, just about visible peeking around the mountain there, just to tantalize you for later in the park. Got this lovely, very moving little tribute to Diablo. As a ginger cat owner myself, that really did get me. So long live the memory of beloved Diablo. And I appreciated you putting that little personal touch in, Yarrow. I know that the wound was still pretty fresh for you guys when you did that, and that did actually mean quite a lot that you incorporated that into the build. I did give Yarrow the instruction to not interfere with the Italian's house. He took that and ran with it as well, and actually helped her out. I would say the front of the Italian's house is looking better than ever. I think she's, in fact, I know for a fact that the Italian was very, very happy indeed with having this lovely little seated area, and the whole run up to her house looking more beautiful than when she left it. Tough map to build on. It can be, yeah, very, very steep. That is true, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge, is it not, Kaz? Challenge which people took with both hands. These are panthers, aka jaguars. It turns out they're like almost the same thing, which was kind of new to me. I didn't know that at all. Let's see if we can see them wandering around. I know there's 2 of them. I know we've got one that looks like what I understand to be a jaguar, and one that looks like what I understand to be a panther. I just thought they were separate creatures altogether. Oh look, they're together. Isn't that sweet? Ain't that sweet? Yeah, Mikey, I didn't have a clue. Oh, it's feeding time as well. Look at that. Enjoy your carcass, lads. Mountain lions I did know about, like pumas, cougars, yada yada yada. But stunners. I think I'm partial to the jaguar myself. Oh my god, the black panther. You know, it almost doesn't look real. Like these like silky black furry creatures. I don't know. It's just badass. He did include a very nifty little viewing area, as did everyone, to be fair. And I'm sure I missed one from Fuera, which is very unfair of me. I've probably missed one of the ones from Yarrow, but time marches on. And that led us to the end of Yarrow's area. Please, big shout out for Yarrow. Yarrow took this on I don't want to talk about it too much, understandably, but like Yarrow, you took this on at a really difficult time, and you still did it like to an incredibly high standard, and I think that's really worth that is worth drawing attention to be fair. Massive well done to Yarrow. I'm really looking forward to what you do with Planet Coaster 2. in the times ahead. Let us lead on to Honestly, I tell you, the Italian, you are one funny lady. What's that? How's Bella Brava doing? Hey, look, I left the big man in charge, and, you know, I do mean big, and I'm sure everything is hunky-dory. Hunky-dory, yeah, you know, like ship-shape. The cat's pajamas, it's peachy keen, the dog's bollocks. Sorry, you do speak English, don't you? Hang on, sorry, just una momento. Yarrow, speak to me, baby cakes. All good, yeah, life in Argentina is absolutely hunky. Never mind. What are you up to? What are you doing? Ah, outside the Efteling. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Who with? Fuero, Firefly, Mikey, Shammy. Fuck. Arrivederci. Aeroporto, señor. Vamos. Yarrow, mate, I've got to say, I really appreciate you guys waiting the extra 12 hours for me to get here, because today has been magical. It has. I mean, the coasters, the pancakes, the Sproker's boss, it's all been good. And the Italian, she is a happy, happy lady with what you've done with the place, my friend. So I guess it's kind of time to think of, like, who's going to take the reins at Bella Brava. I guess it would kind of make sense to think of someone nearby that we could be using, and, oh my god, what is that? I am listening. Yes, my king. I am entirely at your command. Ivy. The keys are yours. Silly sausage! I didn't even put a name card at the end of that because I just figured it's just Dolga. You can see it's Dolga, but I should have put Dolgader at the end. Really, really silly. The next area was from none other than the Dutch king himself. It was Dolgader, the Ivy fanatic. What is this staff member doing? Okay. Really admiring the ivy, I think. You're right. This is Bindwood. Or Bindwood. I never actually heard him say that out loud. But, Dolga Gonzalez, yeah, indeed. This is perhaps where the zoo went into overdrive. The second one, yeah, I think so. This was a North American area that we contracted out to Dolga. And I knew that Dolga would go hard. I mean, like, Dolga is a supreme builder and also a very, very quick one. I somehow, and perhaps very foolishly, didn't think he would go this hard. Oh, fair enough. Okay, right, Bindwood is this. Dolga really, really went insane with the North American area. I didn't realise how much it played into his like preferred build style as well with Zoo. So he just knew exactly what he was doing with this, and he's suddenly just so heavily themed. It's just stunning from every angle. I remember in the days leading up to this being like, guys, you're not even ready for what I'm about to show you from Dolga, because it's one of the best things that I've ever seen from him in the years that I've known Dolga. This was like his interior is like, you know, sort of hub building, I suppose, which was based on a sawmill. So he's actually got like a log suspended from the roof. He's got all like the cutting machinery, but built into that is actual functioning benches and bins and his bloody exhibits, which I think, I'm sure one of them is an axolotl, yeah, and a bullfrog. Really good when it just doesn't have the English on it. Yeah, not a clue. But I'm thinking it's some kind of North American bullfrog. Attacking the deer with the snake. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Any bullfrogs? Oh, hello. Hey. Hey, little guy. Little guy. Look at those little fingers. Silly little sausage. It does also provide... Yeah, moo, exactly. The wolves are being hunted down, always. It does have a, another path into the bear observation bit, but we will get to that in just a bit. Little frog there. How well placed is this massive, I think it's a redwood or something like that, some colossal pine tree there. Really, really good. Bear, to be fair, this is the real bear-tastic area. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? I've just walked right past the prairie dogs. These are some of the silliest sausages that you can get anywhere. There's a lot of them as well. There's a lot of these little prairie dog lads. They're like the meerkats of North America, you know? They pop out of holes, they do a bunch of screaming, they work as a team, and you can stand in these little bubbles and watch them. The guests don't seem to be doing that right now. Super realistic. Dolga didn't leave a single inch of this section of zoo unthemed. You see what I mean? Like, it's full on. Absolutely full on. So stunning. But what I love is that the grizzly bear exhibit habitat, I keep saying exhibit because I grew up with Zoo Tycoon, habitat is this kind of central point that the guests walk around. So even when you're going to see other animals like these cheeky little raccoons, you could just turn around and also get a view of the grizzly bear. Oh, raccoon just glitching out there, that was nice. Me area, that's right, bear, it was built just for you. Oh, the little garbage goblins themselves. I didn't even know where he just jumped. He just jumped out of existence. Oh, he's up there. Hey, little fella. Flying raccoon is right. That's what you get with the Dolga area. Actual magic. Flying raccoons. But the thing is that the bear habitat isn't just a bear habitat. It still plays into the theming. It's the runoff from the sawmill. And the logs get floated downstream like... Oh my god, he's got almost like ancient Egyptian engineering. Let's call him Rocket, yeah, indeed. Very chilled out little seating area in the shade here. Very cute indeed. All functional, of course. But also gives you a little viewing area for the meese. Look at these little suckers. I say little, they're enormous and quite scary. The bears help by nibbling. Yeah, they trim them down. We've successfully turned bears into working animals. By the way, Budje, if it ends up being another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm sorry. I had a feeling this wouldn't keep the schedule at all. But I hope you're enjoying your food. Here's the moose viewing area, where you can have a peek, but they are rather secretive animals. I'm crazy about this indoor tree, by the way. So sick. Here they are. Hey, girls. Love them. They look so silly. They look so silly. And maybe Dolga's accidental pièce de résistance. The window where you can look through and see a perfectly framed shot of Kayara's area. But we're not going to show you that yet. We're going to keep you wanting more. We're going to keep going along through here. Head into this cave. It's so good, yeah, right? It could not have worked out any better. And this is where you can stare at the bears trying to get away from you. But there's no escape in this zoo. None at all. I think there's only one bear, to be fair. I'm saying bears, but I think it's just bear. No, I stand corrected. There are two. But yeah, as we say, if you keep going through this path, it just leads perfectly back to the sawmill. He's thought of bloody everything, so he has. Look at the lighting in here, by the way. Immense. Right, we're going to head downhill through like the fairy forest, as I like to call it. A very misty, magical glade that leads perfectly. It disguises it as well, really well, but it does lead perfectly, following a stream, to our penultimate zoo area, which was called Itumbi, and it's our African area. You know what, Dutch King? I've got to say, the hospitality here at the Hogan Dogan Platz over the past fortnight really has been second to none. I've got to say, I really didn't think I would enjoy eating ivy and tulips every day, but once you get past the, unbearable taste, it's not all that bad. Yeah, okay, the thing is about the ancient eldritch tongue being spoken directly into my mind is, and small admission here, I haven't actually understood a single word you've said the whole time. So you're doing it again. Anyway, look, mate, it's been a pleasure, but I have got to be off to find another contract for Bella Brava. So, do you know another country in Europe that's good for builders? Belgium. Oh, sorry, you're joking. Fuck it, I'll just go to Germany. Right, toot zines, baby. Hey, do you play Planet? Does anyone... These guys are literally idiots. Okay. Okay, this is a station. This is a station. I am going to dial up our man Foxy. I reckon he's got to be up for it. Foxy, how we doing, darling? How do you feel for a bit of... Okay. I think he needs to calm down a bit. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my god, I've got it. I've got it! And got it, I had. It was, of course, our beloved Kyara. I couldn't have trusted anyone better with this job, I reckon. Foxy, don't know what happened to him that day. It was a very angry man, very unlike him, very unlike my beloved wife. So rather happy in the end. I don't know what it was. Yeah, Foxy, I fully accept your apology. I'm sure you were just having a bad day. But you know what? It all worked out perfectly. Because we ended up with this absolutely fabulous and very much unique area in this. I've been angry, but yeah, I trust you. I trust you, Foxy. What I particularly liked about Kyara's area, especially as well as the really striking and brilliant architecture that she did with it, it's a real change. It's like a huge change in the zoo. Because the other areas are very much constricted paths. You're right up next to the habitats and whatever, whereas now it's like wide open spaces, and instead you're over the top. It's almost like you're looking from a helicopter shot down at the savannah. And this big building in the middle, while it is, pragmatically speaking, like the animal shelter for multiple habitats, it also acts kind of as this central hub where multiple paths meet and cross over. Swizz, by the way, I should say hi. It's lovely to see you, mate, and I'm really looking forward to later. It's going to be banging. Now, she got some big animals for this. It was lions, it was elephants. I asked her to build some big, ridiculous bat aviary type thing. Where are the lions? That's a real worry. Hey! I'm sure they're being taken care of. We can go check on them if you like. I'm sure they haven't been released and they're hunting down any what's-its. I have full faith. I don't know where they are. What? We're gonna move on! I think the vet is it. They're with the vets. They're with the vets. It's alright. No, they're with the vets. They're with the. I remember now. We had a scheduled vet thing. The vets are in at the moment. It's all good. It's all good. When Kyara completed the area, the Lions were happy as Larry. They were as pleased as Lawrence. They haven't got to the farm. No one is at the farm. I'm thinking about sending Winter to the farm now for bringing that up. The important thing is the elephants are still here, okay? Winter, shut up! I'm meant to be like... Oh my god. Okay, and don't look too much at Budge's area either. Look at this glorious bloody savannah though. I realise I am going the wrong way and that's my own stupid fault. We're going to go back into the big building. They went off the annual Lion King reunion. Ah, that's the one. Look at that big sucker. Again, tell me a zoo where you can get that up close. To the king of the savannah, the true king of the savannah. Hate lions. Glad I can't see them. This may be Kyara's biggest triumph. This absolutely monolithic waterfall stairway. Stunning to look at. Every time I see it, it takes me back. You can see the elephants and burgers are very close. Well, this one's better, isn't it? Absolutely stunning water from Kyara there. And I don't want to take the attention off this lovely building as well, which again does act, you know, practically speaking, as a shelter for the warthogs. But it's also just really, really pretty. I'd like to think as a little staff chill-out area on the terrace as well. The Hakuna Matata. Yeah, where that's right. She did include a very, very sweet little shout-out for quite a few community members there with the custom media on the wall. Really, really nice. I appreciated you doing that, Kyara. And I did, of course, miss it. I only saw it when you specifically told me about it. Then I was halfway through the tour, but that's my own dumb fault. Here's the warthogs, who sprint around like nobody's business. They do not act like I thought warthogs would act. I thought they were relatively lazy creatures, but occasionally very angry. But Planet Zoo makes them run around like Labradors, which is very interesting indeed. But onto the thing that maybe ended up being the biggest challenge of this of the African area. It's the bat aviary, and I'm going to switch to nighttime for this because it's particularly pretty. Crazy bats indeed. They are fruit bats. What is the lighting doing? Come on. There we go. That's the one. I knew it could get all blue and gold and lovely. Really, really nice. This very authentic looking cave. It looks like an actual like living habitat for them. But it also allows guests to get nice up and close. Look at these little cuties. Little vampiros. He ain't gonna hurt nobody unless you're a plum. Unless you're a big juicy peach. It was in the end, wasn't it, Kaz? But it didn't seem like that at the start. But maybe that's because you just did it so dang well. But you knocked that one out of the park. Absolutely beautiful. Love that, and really offers the zoo something very, very different. There's nothing else quite like that in the rest of Bella Brava. So really grateful we went for that in the end. It was a dang fine move. I think I've probably got myself stuck here. No, I haven't. No, I take it back. I take it back. Although this is a route down to one of the... It's technically a dead end, isn't it? But it's a little retail area that... No, it isn't a dead end. No, Budje is a... I'm being a very silly sausage today, indeed. But it's actually a little retail area. And these very traditional little huts. Lovely stuff. And I want to draw attention to this again. This was one of the places in which Kyara went really above and beyond, because she filled in the mirrors with actual images of what is opposite the mirror. So smart. I remember coming away from that, and loads of us in chat were like, oh, I'm doing that idea. That's so good. Really, really nice. Proper good idea, that, Kaz. Right, let me get my volumes all set up and ready then. I'm going to turn my music down so you can hear Budge's lovely Dutch voice. And of course you have a video, Budge. You're a highly important part of the team. Let me call the girl. There she is, Budge.
Hello.
Hello. I appreciate that extremely quick pickup of the call. I love that. Very responsive. Are you well tonight? You did a superb and lengthy stream. Are you tired?
No, not tired. I have a lot of energy today.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. You're still energized by the 2-week challenge. Yarrow has just brought something up that we haven't mentioned yet, which was, of course, that it's sad in a way, but we lost a builder while working on the 2-week challenge. We had someone set up for our final leg of it, but there was, as you know, a tragic landslide which actually swept them away. But you know what? The way that I see it, Yarrow, if you die in the field while building, I think us in the Goodnice believe that you had it coming, and I just don't see any reason to remember them or be sad about them or even talk about it in basically any way. So to the builder who died in the landslide, cheers. We've got Budje now, and thank God. So we're going to move on. Budje, how did you feel having the choice of like the Asia section for Bella Brava?
I didn't build Asian that much, so it was a challenge, but I liked the challenge. Never been to Asia as well, so...
I barely have as well. I've had like a stopover in Hong Kong on the way to see family in New Zealand, but I can't say that I've really experienced China or anything like that. Yeah, no, fair play to you. I mean, like, this is not a style that I build greatly in myself, and it is bloody tricky. But what I really like, and actually, no, hang on, before I talk about what I really like, we're gonna look at these pandas, because I really love the way that you have incorporated this like side-on view onto their playground, so that you're sort of climbing the slope with them. That's really, really clever.
Yeah, I did find it, the idea in the zoo in the Netherlands where they also have the pandas. They made like platforms around trees, and I was like, I can do that too. And this side was not reachable for them because it was too steep to go down.
Steep, yeah.
And now they can even go down there if they want.
Ah, I see. So like, does the AI not want them climbing if it's like a rock, like slope like that? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad the AI is capable of that. Sometimes I see the animals do crazy things on slopes. So anyway, this is a much better solution. And the only thing I worry about is that pandas are famously really good at dying and not providing offspring. And I really worry about them tumbling off. But you know what? We're going to let nature take care of that. They look perfectly safe to me. Really, really cute. That's proper nice. It's a really peaceful scene. I love that you went with like the pink cherry blossom and stuff like that. It's like a little paradise. We'll fly into the habitat a bit so we can get a better view of it. Oh, look at them. They are outrageous. I think I posted a screenshot to the Discord, Budje, didn't I? Of like when I first had a look at this habitat, they were all sitting in a circle and eating together, and it was ridiculous.
They did a lot.
Cute. It's so nice.
I must say there are a lot now that are climbing at that side. In the beginning, it was just there was 1 or 2, and now there are a lot of them there. There are 10 in the whole habitat.
Yeah, I think you've got about half of the world's population of pandas here. So
yes.
I think conservation efforts owe you a lot of thanks, because you're keeping pandas alive. I love it. Really, really nice. And I just think, yeah, that the colours that you've used here, the sort of autumnal colours over here, and with the pink of the cherry blossom, like, it's providing something very, very different visually to what we've had in Bella Brava before. So super, super nice. Also, like this custom yin yang that you've got. You've used it throughout the area, haven't you? You've used it quite a few times.
Yes, I used it on the temple plaza as well.
Yeah, it's like a Taoist symbol, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could make it, but it was actually easier than expected.
Good. Well, that means you got skills. That's just the skills. We'll get to that part over there later once we're on top of the wall. You people in chat have probably already twigged that like Budje's area perfectly mimics the Great Wall of China. So these paths, you know, it's kind of similar to Kayara's area in that you're above and looking down, but the walkway itself is the Great Wall. So to incorporate you know, the most famous piece of Chinese architecture into this Asian area. So clever. Right, we're going into the Komodo dragon area now. What was this like, Budje?
I first didn't know what I want to do with it because I had an idea for the pandas, and the other one is really different because it's snowy. But then I figured out that I wanted to do some water, and then I wanted to connect water, so that's why we have like a big waterway through the habitat, and then it's actually, yeah, fill in nicely, and it was done.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Thank you for that, Bear. That's insanely loud, so please be careful with the Vata things at the moment. I really like that. For one thing, like you've got the like step waterfall thing, which has become like a bit of a theme throughout all of Bella Brava. So really nice. And yeah, like you're right. I think I'm terrible with animal knowledge, but Komodo dragons tend to live in like really high humidity sort of jungle and island areas, right? So
yeah, tropical parts.
Yeah, like Indonesia and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a really smooth transition considering that you've gone from like mountainous China, you know, Tibet sort of thing, to this tropical environment, which it's really smooth. I mean, like you wouldn't even tell. But Komodos, that's a big shift and really nice. We'll be able to get a better view of them later. I think I just saw one skulking off that way, but we'll see them again later. We've come to this really beautiful plaza. I'm going to take a quick look down the cliff here because you can see into the town of Bella Brava. Just on the distance window, there's your car park over on the horizon. But here's another bit where it's almost framed like a painting, this view over the balcony. Did you do all this, excuse me for not knowing, but did you do all this like foliage and stuff on this cliffside? Was this all you?
Yes, I did change a little bit because otherwise all the trees were in the way of the view, and I wanted this view.
Well, I really appreciate you thinking about that, yeah, because we've had a couple of builders now who've really thought about these big views and stuff, so I'm glad that you did as well. That's a really beautiful compliment to this area. Where would you like us to go from this little eating plaza? But I should while you're talking, I'll have a look at your restaurants.
I think it's best to go down to the staff area.
Okay. Am I going? Yeah, this is the way.
Yeah, left down. Yeah.
Very smart. So it's sort of under the arches of the wall, and yeah, you're right. This is your little staff break area. Really seamless. Oh, they can even look into. Is that
the habitat? Yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's the snow leopard one. Superb. Okay. Yeah, oh, you've got Ginge happy about the backstage. That's always good. Oh, I love that, Budje. Really nice. And yeah, good to see that level of care given to the staff. That is top stuff. Right, in terms of trip along the wall, would you rather go left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Because we will be in the other area.
So yeah, this is snow leopard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now this is where I think this style of having the walkway to be raised is really smart, because I know that snow leopards are really elusive, really hard to see. They don't want to be like spied on, do they, at all? So this gives them the illusion of thinking they're alone, but actually, you know, you can get quite a good view of them without them hiding. And sure enough, there he is. So I think you've only got the one, haven't you?
Two. There are two.
Two. Okay, you got a breeding pair.
It's a pair. Yeah. The views on this side are also nice.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If you watch, and if you watch the other side of the wall to the lake, that's
stunning.
Nice.
That's really beautiful. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, this is really striking. I love that you went for this like frozen waterfall using the ice rocks. I love the texture on these, by the way. The ice rocks. I wish we'd get those in Planet Coaster. Really cool. So this would be like the sort of Himalayas, wouldn't it? I suppose for snow leopards, or Siberia, I suppose. Martin, great to have you in, mate. By the way, we're just having a chat with Budje about this Asian area, which she's done absolutely fabulously. Here's our Great Wall of China over our snow leopard habitat. We're going to see if we can get another glimpse of one. So these are tricky animals, aren't they? They're really tricky animals to take care of, as far as I understand. Oh, look at them go.
Yeah, they don't want that much of trees and such in their habitat. So it was figuring out how to make the area look nice. And because of you have to have snow, you need some coolers. But I didn't want the coolers to reach to on the wall, so people wouldn't be cold as well.
I see, right. So everything
that's
has a practical purpose as well as like looking nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's why the edges, the higher parts of the habitat are not that snowy.
Yeah, I see. Alicia, good to see you as well, by the way. Hello. You very smartly put in one of your exhibits onto this bit of wall as well. It's the leaf insect. Is that the same as like a stick insect? Yeah, I think. Oh no, they do actually look like leaves. Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
they very small.
Right. Okay.
It's the giant, but they're still very small.
But they're still tiny little babies. It's so hilarious that it would be that, because I was having a hard enough time finding like the salamander earlier, and now I've got one that literally just looks like a leaf. I mean, I'm never going to be able to find it.
I think there is one on the big leaf on the right bottom.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think I saw one. It's the dark green leaf, and you see a little light blue.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh yeah. I see him. Oh, good eye, Budje. I never would have seen that. Oh wow.
I did look for them a few times.
Top stuff. Lovely stuff. We're going to keep making our way along the Great Wall. This is so pretty. I really love that this final area gave us the opportunity to try something like really different with like all the snow and stuff like that. There's so many different colours and textures that really rounded out the zoo. Now this is your Zen garden, which is again something really unique to this. So what inspired you to do this?
Yarrow did a sort of thing in his district challenge. By using the walkthrough exhibit and then put in butterflies, and it fits so nicely with this area because butterflies and Zen gardens are perfect for an Asian themed area.
No, it's true, and I love that you did these little animatronic butterflies to reference that. It's really smart.
Yeah, that are the butterflies that are in the garden, and in between two butterflies of the same species is a stop of the tour I made through the Asian area. So the tour guide can point at the animatronic to show how the butterfly looks and that kind of things.
That's really smart. Okay, so I didn't even know about this like tour guide feature that Planet Zoo had, but that's presumably what these little that's what these little signs are with the owl. That's really smart.
Yeah.
I love that. So it's almost like so this is essentially an exhibit, isn't it?
Yeah, you can like what Kiara did with her bat cave. You can just make the walls disappear actually, and then do whatever you like.
Got ya. Okay. Oh god, that is smart. That is really smart. And again, there's colours in here that we haven't seen in all the rest of Bella Brava, and it's so refreshing to see. Really, it's Zen. It really is Zen. I love it. Oh, I thought for a second this statue was of an owl. I saw these two little circles on it. I thought they're owl eyes, but that's just me imagining things. Stunning. But we're going to keep going around, and it is going to give us that top-down view of the Komodo dragons. Martin, you couldn't have got here at a better time. Martin, who's likely going to be flying around the world to see Komodo dragons in a few months. Superb timing. Very Zen, says the Zen Zone Panda herself. There you go. It's a good endorsement. Yeah, we get a great view of some Komodos. Have you got two, did you say, for these?
Yes.
Yeah.
They want to be with two, so I just put in two.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be really naughty. I'm going to jump off the wall and we're going to get up close to them. I love the way that they move around. Do not do this at home, folks. These things are dangerous as hell. try and stay away from Komodo dragons where possible. What are their names? Great question, Martin. It is Mlathi and Booty, or Buddy, you know, depending on you.
I didn't name them. That were the names they were
No,
given already.
that's fine. Yeah. I really love this this cliffside that you've got here with like the rocky plants and trees and stuff alongside the waterfall. Like the Zen stuff doesn't just stop at the Zen garden. It's Zen everywhere, Budje. You know, everywhere is calming. Real nice. And I love that they've got a big football. I didn't know that Komodo dragons play football.
The base of the football is somewhere up, but when they just pushing it too much to the water side, it just slides down in the water.
I suppose they're gonna have a really hard time kicking it back up the hill, aren't they? Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And there's your lovely yin yang theme coming back again. Super nice. So we're gonna jump back onto the wall. And we're going to finally draw attention to... it was the first thing you built, wasn't it? The pagoda.
Yeah.
But it's the most striking thing in the Asia area. And for good reason. Was this based on a specific pagoda that you had in mind?
No, I did some research because I knew that it would be an Asian part of the zoo. Mm-hmm. To look up some... pictures of different temples and such, and did look into what kind of pieces we had in the game.
Yeah.
And then I saw that we had a real Asian pack, so yeah.
That's true. I think they probably had some corners cut by the fact that the World's Fair pack with Planet Coaster obviously had some of these like Chinese roof tiles and stuff, and I think they just slightly tweaked them, but they look so nice. They look really clean, and I'm going to give you a panning shot here because this thing is absolutely stunning. This is what got me so excited for your area, because it was immediately, as you like from the very first stream that you did of building this, it was immediately onto the pagoda, and it was just so exciting to see how it would come out. And I'll tell you what, while we will do a full night view later on, I'm just going to give people a quick peek at what this pagoda does at night, because it is so warming, and you can see this from miles away, can't you?
Yeah, from everywhere you can see it.
I think as soon as they get out the car in like the car park, if it's, you know, at night, they can see this pagoda like shining on the hill. So cool. Really nice that. And in a way, like it's kind of simple in that it's like a thing that just repeats upwards, but so striking. Gondor calls for aids. Exactly. It's a beacon. Doggy. We're gonna look over this side of the wall at. This is leading into the pandas again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Cause
yeah.
It's smelling stuff on the floor. So we didn't see this side of the panda habitat earlier, but I love that. It's almost like Budje. You looked at all of the other waterfalls in Bella Brava, and there's many, and you were like, I'm gonna do the biggest one.
Maybe.
I'm gonna do an even bigger one, because this is just a monster. I love it. It's so imposing. It is beautiful. I'm guessing, by the way, like, has Planet Zoo got like these vertical waterfall pieces or something? Because you never see water act like this in Planet Coaster.
Yeah, there is it's like a big piece that's called waterfall piece. They're in different sizes as well.
I see. Yeah, because I quite often see in Planet Zoo the waterfalls looking like this, and I do get the occasional jealousy with some Planet Zoo pieces where I'm like, oh, I wish we had that, because it looks so nice. And yeah, feeds beautifully into your into the water section for your pandas. Oh, hang on, they're doing the thing. They're doing the dinner thing. Oh, I've just missed it. No, they were sitting perfectly in a circle. Oh, I'm sorry, viewers.
Too late.
I'm so sorry, guys. We nearly saw it. Hey, consolation prize. 2 of them are doing it. Eating some bamboo. Doesn't that look tasty? Look at these
so
little guys.
cute.
They think they're people. I love that. I just spotted something before I did this that we're going to go back to in just a moment. But Zenzi, you a fan of this? I thought you might be. I mean, the Zen Zone panda, it makes sense you would. This might be your favourite bit of the whole zoo. We were bamboozled. Oh, Yarrow, stop. Behave yourself. I swear, as soon as I get both Fuero and Yarrow in the same chat, it's like they're competing.
You can imagine how it is when they are together in real life.
Yeah, true. You have to put up with it in real life. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah. I love that the water here like feeds through like into a grate, and I think it spills out, doesn't it, into the Komodos? Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Really like that. That's super clever. Firefly says that you are each other's emotional support animals, and
yeah.
Pun survivors group, you know. Love that, girls. Love it. So, like, you can see, guys, how clever this is with, like, the course of the wall, like, the Great Wall, just goes around the whole area and loops back perfectly. So, look, Budje, it's almost like you built this knowing that I'm obsessed with ancient architecture, you know. I love that you incorporated a real-life landmark, but you changed it just enough that it would actually work functionally as a container for habitats. And just like, look at that view from above, the colors and the design of it, so clever and so pretty. Really nice. What would you say, Budje, is your favorite bit?
I think the water feature that starts at the panda habitat and then go to the Komodo dragon habitat.
Yeah, I love that. So I think in particular, Ginge is going to be loving that because it actually functionally works kind of backstage as a water supply, doesn't it? As well as being this huge eye-catching waterfall. Which, hang on, let's look at the waterfall from the temple. You've got this lovely little sort of fireball display thing, and you can just stand here and look at it. Oh, it's just so many views in Bella Brava, and you've added to it. Now, of course, I shouldn't forget as well that if you stand up here from the temple, look at what you can see from here. As a guest, unbelievable. Look at that for scenery. Sensational. Right, we're going to have a nice night view of this. I'll probably do this from the sky, just so that we can. Well, I just don't want to miss anything really. Massive bonus points for me for the water. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It does have a sort of implied filtration system, doesn't it? So, flipping heck, Budge, the lighting is so good. Kept it really consistent along the wall. That sort of heavenly, like, white marble in the night is so nice.
You have to go into the sun garden during the night.
Yes, let me do that. You're right. Oh my days, look at those colours. It brings out all these blues and purples as well. Oh, Yarrow, this is your first time seeing all of this at night. Amazing.
Yarrow didn't see everything.
Ah, you kept some surprises.
Of course, we did.
Got some candles going on as well. It is very zen, isn't it? Stunning. That's so pretty. Let me do a little walk up to the temple from here. Beautiful. Right, would you say have I missed anything? Any details that you don't
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can go into the temple and down to the staff area there. Yes.
No! Okay,
and
so
there is still another staff area, but let's do this one first.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how well it is lit, so probably daytime is better.
Oh, she's actually made it a functioning staff path that goes down. Yes, actually, hang on. I remember seeing this on your stream, and I couldn't work out where in the park we actually were. But yeah, this is the staff entrance for the actual habitats. That's how they get in and feed, and clever to have done it from there. Oh, that's real nice. Yeah, Alicia, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, girl. That is a really clever idea, and I would never have clocked that unless I'd seen a staff member go straight through that door. I would have missed that. So where's this other staff area that I've also missed?
That's under the Zen Garden.
Okay.
It's connected to the stuff area we were before.
Okay.
But you probably best enter it with the entrance at the snow leopard's habitat.
Okay.
So go into the habitat and then go inside.
Okay. So is it this archway down here? Sorry, I know
there's
you're
an
on a delay,
archway in
but
the. Yeah, there's an archway going down
Clever.
inside,
Oh,
and
look
then
at this. It's a whole complex.
we made a double door for the
Yeah, of course.
for them.
Is that custom? I know it's a Planet Zoo door. Okay, got you. But wow,
Yeah.
I love that you've just got all the facilities in this big
And
tunnel.
yeah, we have all the facilities here, and the tunnel comes out at the staff room and into the marketplace.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, this is how a lot of time they're getting
It's
in.
a little bit small.
Oh, I
So, but-
see. Of course. So this is our area from earlier that was down the ramp.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. You see, like, so it's things like this that it reminds me that Budje really like properly plays Planet Zoo in the way that it was intended. Like, I mean, Budje was saying to me like throughout the 2 weeks, like, oh, I've noticed this thing back there. Like, these animals weren't happy, so I sorted that out for you. It's like, oh. So what we need is like a proper like Planet Zoo professional who actually knows how this all works. I love that.
Yeah, and I hired a few more staff.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad that's not breaking any rules. That's look, I only took this job because I was angry that Winder didn't himself. I'm not the most suited for it because I don't know Planet Zoo. So I'm glad that you came in at the end, cleared it all up for me because there's loads of things I would have missed. So yeah, Ginge, plenty of realism on show. Superb. Oh. I'm just going through super slow to make sure there aren't any particular like vistas that I've gone and missed.
I didn't put in Vista points because I was like, there are so much nice views. So
No, fair play. We make our own vista points, Budje, you know?
yeah.
We make our own. I got this like.
And I did just make a tour that starts on the Temple Plaza and then we'll stop on a point where you can see the pandas and then go to the Komodo
Nice.
dragons, then do the butterflies, and so make a small round. And there are some talks as well for every animal,
Super nice.
or some of them.
I assume does Planet Zoo like give you the option to like view the tours as a guest and like be walked around, or do you just have to Tejit-cam it, I suppose?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Never tried it actually.
But oh, funny enough, here's a tour happening right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
I see. So these little. purple
This is the
circles.
starting point, so they're waiting to everyone to arrive, and then he will go make a round with the group.
Clever. Let me speed up time and just see them set off at least. Matt, I love it. So you've even got features that is unique to the Asian area, and you've still had like some surprises for us that we haven't had in the past of Bella Brava. So
I never
absolutely love
see anyone else doing tours, so.
that. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised about that because yeah, you're right. Look, you've even named it like the Asian tour. Like oh, look at them go! They carry a little sign with them. That's so clever. And so you can see the guy doing the talks, and oh, he whips out a little microphone.
Yeah, he does.
What a clever feature, man. I love that.
It I discovered it because I did the career mode,
Mhm.
and in one of the that parks I had to use a tour.
Yeah.
And it's great for your education bonus and to get more money from the people.
Sure. Yeah, no, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Hopefully you've got plenty of points for this one. Fueros, it was a DLC thing. I see. Okay. That's quite clever. Or an update or something like that. Okay. Right, Budje, I'm sad. I'm really reluctant to end this segment. But I think we've seen everything. And
Yeah, I think so.
I'm really reluctant, but does remain for me to say, Budje, thank you so much, because not only have you built us a superb area, the conditions in which you built it were really unusual, because we had kind of thought, with the way that it was, we thought that we were out of builders. We thought we were done, and we thought we were going to have to end Bella Brava there, and it was a little bit unceremonious, but literally on that stream where I mentioned it, you popped up in chat and said, wait, are you looking for a builder? Because I could do it. And a week later, you had the park, like, and amazing. Like, so to have come out of that, like, sudden, out of nowhere request, like, you've built an absolutely stunning area to cap it off perfectly. So sincerely, for 2 weeks of your time, thank you so much. And you couldn't have done any better, so thank you, Budje.
No problem at all. I had really fun with this challenge. Had some days that I was like, oh, I don't know what I can build now, or I was just stopped by some things that didn't want to work out, but later on it worked out as well. And then I was like, oh, and some days where I was just going as a steam train and go very fast.
Steam train is right.
Yeah.
I mean, because I saw you on that first session and you would just go, like you had ideas popping and. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I love it.
I had a lot of ideas, and the first evenings when I was in bed, I was like, oh, I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this.
Yeah, it's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have no energy for it, but then sometimes it all comes in one go, and you know that's kind of one of the difficulties of the 2-week challenge, is that you can't always control when your energy and your inspiration will be there, but you know you've still got to get it done in 2 weeks, and yeah. What a job. Firefly said, thank you for giving Bella Brava the end it deserves, and I think, yeah, from me and Winder, I completely echo that. You've done superbly. I am going to let you go, Budje, because we've obviously got a video to play that wraps up the storyline, I hope in a vaguely satisfying way. But thank you again, Budje, you've done absolutely superbly. Thank you.
Thank you, and bye-bye, have a great evening all.
Woo! The storyline. It's not complete just yet, is it, folks? And you're going to be wondering where this all came from. There's one video before the most recent one, which is for Winder's area over in the town of Bella Brava. So I'll show you that perhaps as a little bit of a prequel to the most recent one, which none of you have seen yet. So here is a vaguely familiar video, I'm sure, to most of you, for week 5. Starring Winder. Oh, okay. Hey, yes, garçon, come here. Via gates and all that shit. Can I have ein Wasser, bitte, and keine fucking bubbles and all that shit? Wanted any of that, I wouldn't have ordered a water. So, oh, I have to pay for water. No, you're alright, mate. On your way, son. Kayara, hello, you. Yeah, your normal cheery self. Listen, I've got good news and bad news. Yeah, no, I'll start with the bad. I got a little bit lost on the Hamburg to Berlin route, and yeah, I'm in Baden-Baden. Yeah, I just got on a train to Stuttgart in the end. I thought it was just all, you know, the same. So anyway, I got off the train a bit early, couldn't handle all the staring, and now here I am. So the good news is that I have spent all morning being scrubbed down by a very rotund and very jolly fellow in his 50s, so I've had a great time. Oh, you didn't want to hear about that? No? Okay, well, you know, different strokes, I suppose, you know. I was getting some pretty different strokes. Right, yeah, no, okay, sorry, guys. Anyway, look, mate, I will do my best to be with you, but in the meantime, I think probably just get started. Africa theming, lions, elephants, whatever, and I'll probably be with you soon, so, oh, bless you. Oh, you said choose, right, yeah, bye! I tell you, there is nothing better than a nice normal walk going forwards through a European city. Let's get Special K on the horn, shall we? Kaza! Yes, yes, yes. Hello, mate. Listen, I'm sorry about the wait. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I am nearly with you, I promise. I had a slight problem in Leipzig, and my train was delayed for 2 weeks. I think I've got one word to describe that. Brexit! Yeah, Brexit, not really relevant in this case, is it? Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I'm actually in Potsdam now, of all places, so I reckon I've probably only got one more train left until I'm with you, and then we can probably start it. You finished already? Fucking German efficiency. Okay, well, I am a bit miffed, because now I've missed it, so, good management of Europe's greatest rail network, Angela Merkel. She's not been in charge for 3 years. Yeah. Anyway, look, I'm going to get back to the next builder then, in that case, in the meantime. Oh, for the video? Well, I reckon I'll just take the piss out of Germany a bit, but generally talk so much about rail delays that actually the Americans feel left out, and they're the butt of the joke. Oh, she hung up. Well, I better do it. This is the call I never wanted to make.
Hello? Who's this?
And that was, of course, the moment that led us to having Winder and the Goodnice back on side. And even crosses my Foxy was rude. I don't know what you're talking about. I am very good to all of our European friends. That hopefully will set us up perfectly for the silly little video that I did to finish this whole shebang. And we are getting terrifyingly close, my friends, to the end of ends, to Winder's conclusion of the Planet Coaster 2 Week Challenge, which is scary, scary indeed. But I want to tell you the little story of Budje's entrance into the 2 Week Challenge, and indeed the events afterwards. So please, if only we could find more zoo, but we will see, eh? We will see. Guys, I will see you on the other side of a little story that goes like this. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Winder! It's 3 in the morning, big man. What's going on? Yeah, I'm on a train again. I'm headed down to Bella Brava. I'm gonna go meet the next build-up personally, I reckon. I did say I never wanted to set foot in Italy again, but to be honest, mate, when you've spent 2 weeks in Germany, you'll go anywhere just to get a break from all the eye contact. Yeah, no, I have. I've ended up in a bloody sleeper carriage as well. I mean, all the seats had already been reserved with towels. Anyway, what's going on? What? There's a landslide. No survivors. Winder, stop laughing. Right, well, look, Winder, I really don't think you should be laughing about this. Honestly, stop. Okay, look, I ain't gonna go anywhere near it, mate. If it's landslide country, I ain't touching it. No, seriously, mate, this is the front line of the war against Mother Nature. You do not put your generals in the trenches. I'm the supreme overlord. Look, I suppose we should be making funeral arrangements and all that sort of thing, but are you thinking what I'm thinking? We get another builder in, ASAP? Yeah. Okay, well, it's a high-risk operation, highly sensitive landscape. We get another duchy in? Yeah. Yeah, look, I reckon if we just yell about them being the saviour of Bella Brava enough times, they probably won't even worry about the risk at all. Yeah, right. All right, mate. Sounds good. You know, it's another payday for us, I suppose, at the end of the day. Goodnice forever. Love it. All right. Cheers, baby cakes. Mwah! Legend. In the money. Winder, mate, honestly, I really think we have played a blinder with this Bella Brava business. It has gone like a dream. Oh, garçon, come here. Do you do orange squash on this island? No? Weird. Could I get tequila sunrise, but hold the grenadine, and I'm thinking no triple sec today. Oh, and no tequila. Love it, mate. Oh. Lovely stuff, the saviour of Bella Brava. Budje! How's that zoo looking, mate? Have you started yet? Oh, you're finished? Wow, has it been 2 weeks already? Sorry, yeah, the time has flown. I mean, since Winder and me have got back together, we have been working ourselves to the bone. Has it been alright? Oh, God. Okay, rough winter, tough weather conditions, several crew lost, and a risk of further landslides. Okay, look, I'll tell you what, I totally get you. I just want to let you know that you have our full support, thoughts, prayers, whatever, and we are working as hard as we can. And look, you've done an amazing job. Just do what you can do. Get any surviving workers out. We will get Relly on body cleanup, and I'll be right over to Austria to check it out myself, okay? Italy. Yes, sorry, yes, I remember. Alright, mate. Thank you all. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. Winder. It's gone too well, hasn't it? It has gone too well. Come on! Come on, next year, what are you thinking? Another 2-week challenge? Must be. Just think about it, promise. But hey, look, I'm reckoning right now. Skinny dip o'clock? Come on, I'll race you. Come on! And that, dear folks, I'm so sorry to say, brings us to what I'm sure you'll agree is a tragic end. I've only just got back from the Winder Islands and I was soaked through. I looked like a drowned rat. That bloody typhoon, honestly. We got our comeuppance. Don't worry, guys. I know we made a lot of enemies, but please believe me, we got our comeuppance. But incredibly, folks, that is the story of Bella Brava. And I want to give a very, very sincere. We do have fun, we have laughs and all the rest of it. We do the silly skits, but like a very, very sincere thank you to everyone who took part. Fuero, I mean they're 90% Dutch. Fuero, Yarrow, Dolga, Kayara, Budje, and of course the big man Winder himself. You all worked so hard on Bella Brava. Dolga, you say bravo, everyone. I would say Bella Brava to everyone. Boo! Get that cat out of the way, etc. But we've created a proper special zoo as a community, and it's been weird and wonderful to take the reins of the 2-week challenge myself, rather than just be an observer, an occasional participant, as I am with the Planet Coaster one. It's been weird to do it on a video game that I don't even really play in Planet Zoo rather than Planet Coaster. But the results have been unbelievable, and the people who took on segments really dedicated themselves to it. There wasn't a single area where it was like, yeah, it's a little thing that I've just like tinkered with for a couple of weeks. No, people were like built for a fortnight each, and played out their skin, I think it's fair to say. So, and now you shall close Zoo forever. It's pretty likely that I'll never play Planet Zoo again after this. As much as I have seen the qualities that it offers, I'm just a coaster man. I'm just a coaster guy, but I will always take with me the memories that we created forever as a community. So, seriously, thank you so much. But thank you again all so much. Goodnice forever. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye